Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode number 4 on the Empty Pockets Challenge on the Piney Acre map. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Every single one of you. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. And I hope you guys are doing fantastic, because I am as usual. As you can see, we've been very, very, very busy. We are now on to, let me show you here. We are now on to 200 trees. Yay. We finished off we got to a whole 100. I did make some changes and I downloaded a mod that I have been working on. I'm excited to show you guys how it works. But we sold enough. Even though I didn't want to sell off camera, I did it on purpose because we needed a house. I do have to check something on camera real quick. Perfect. I had a mod conflict. I wanted to make sure I could still sell it. I had a mod conflict with a mod that I tried to add, and I fixed it. But welcome to our house. I'm going to get you guys a nice flyover to show you what we've accomplished. And I got a mod for you guys to see. So let's get up in the air. Let's get going, and let's get going. I hope you guys are doing really well. Let's get you 4X here. Get you up in the air. You can see our house. I think the mod conflict was either the dozer I had in here or the red barn pack. I couldn't figure it out. I removed them both, and I haven't had an issue since, so not sure which one it is. As you can see, get way up here, we have cut quite a few trees. We have finished our road all the way to the store on both sides. This is the start of our new piece of property. So we've got I'm going to show you a mod. I'm going to sell one, and I'm going to buy a tractor first. We're going to buy our first. We're going to go with the Steyr that we had on the Vintage Oaks because I really never got a chance to use it. But we're going to start with the 160 horsepower one just like we did before. Then we'll go into the 276 and we'll go from there. So let me get the flight out of here. We'll buy our first tractor and we'll get going because I was going to put a dozer in here and all that stuff, but we're not going to do that. So we're going to go to whoops, not there. We're going to go to small tractors and we're going to go all the way over to the Steyr. And we're going to go with 160, and I'm going to get the one size bigger wheels, and that's it. And then we're going to buy that, and then we're going to zoom into this one. Get it up. Now, I have the volume turned down, which I can turn it back up again, because that one dozer that I was using was absolutely crazy. There we go. It was crazy how loud it was. It was absolutely insane, so I had it turned all the way down to like 20%. But we can turn this back up to like 80. There we go, so you guys can hear it. All right, now on the front of this, I want to put a leveler so that we can push some trees around. And then we're going to sell some more trees. We got lots of trees to sell right away. Down here to levelers. Where are we here? Levelers. I think I want to get... I like these ones. The bigger ones. But I think I might just get this one right here. 3.73. Let's get the 5. It's 7,500. Get that. And then, now we don't have a lot of horsepower, but we will work on that. We'll get it bigger. We want to start small, but we have our first tractor, our home, and we are making some serious money now. There we go. Now, I do want to get a weight on the back of this just because this is going to be our main pushing tractor for now. So let's get a weight, and we'll get us... I was going to go... Yeah, we can go the self-made weight. Yeah, let's go... go 2100, and we'll get it in the... Should be a case up here somewhere. Here it is. Main color, design color. No, that looks weird. That looks weird with the white. Doesn't it? Because it's supposed to be railroad ties. So I would assume it's probably got to be... The design color's got to be like brown. There. So that's railroad ties. Or actually it looks like railroad, the iron part of it. So we'll go more like a silver. More like a silver. There we go. That's what we'll do. And then where is she? There we go. That way it's at least looks like it's supposed to. And this nice thing, you can hook onto it with a trailer on the back of it and everything else. And I got to show you guys a mod that I've been working on. There we go. And then let's get the front part widened up. The only thing I'm doing with this is I'm literally piling up trees. Now, we did sell the John Deere little tree thingy that we had because it became too hard, everybody, to literally like when I went to tip it, I'm going to show you with my camera. When I went to tip it like that to drop it off, they would get all tangled and they would do that. Then when I went over there and I tilted the head on the harvester and I went ahead and I tried to use it. Now, it's not anything wrong with the mod or anything like that. It's me with inexperience. So I have to give you that disclaimer. It is me with inexperience. And so then what I would do at that point is when I went to cut it with the harvester, it would drag all of them across. So now, oops, I forgot there was a pile here. I just love the way this map looks. I'll lower that down. And we are going to push these into a pile right over here. Let's go down a little bit farther with that. There we go. That's all I'm using this for. Just pushing them into a pile. That's it. I also sold the Volvo, the Platinum Expansion, and we got us the Scorpion King because now I can cut them in increments of 0.5. So I can, whoops. Let's go around that and get that better. So then I got a nice mod over here that I'm kind of trying to stay away from showing you until I get over there. Something I've been working on. It is not, so I have to give a disclaimer also on that. Please don't ask me for a link because it is somebody else's mod. I'm just in the process of fixing it because there was some issues with it and I'm just not going to release it. There, that's good enough. Now we can raise this back up and we can put this over by our thing. So then what we do is you see how the harvester head's turned. Then we turn it, we cut it, we all cut it, and then we pile them right up, and it's easy peasy, sneezy, lemon squeezy. There we go. So we got our first tractor, everybody. So the next thing we're going to buy is we're going to buy our mower, and we're going to buy a baler. We're going to start making a few silage bales. All right, here it is. Without further ado, here's the mod I've been working on, everybody. This is the, it's real like, this is the Log Servant MK5. It is not by me by any means, but I fixed all the script mods. That's what I do, and I do best. And I do mod, but I like to fix the script mods when they're wrong. This had some errors and had some issues, but I got it off King's Mod. So if you do want the version without the scripts fixed on it, then you can go right on King's Mods and put it in there, and it'll be version 1.0. Mine will be version 1.00, but it's not going to be released. So this is auto load. It loads from 6 meters to 22 meters. The logs will sit up on top of here. I have done a few things aesthetically to it, and there's a few things that I want to get fixed on it. First and foremost, I want to change this gold rim and this gold here. I want to make them either red or white. I think the rims I'll make white, and the frame I'll make red to match. And it will be in case colors, which is pretty cool because now you can have it on your case farm. I did change the torque on it, so it takes off very slowly. It does go 34 miles an hour, but the cool thing is, and I also changed the speed of the auto load, so you literally have to keep hitting the unload button. It'll load one at a time. Then you have to turn it on, turn on, turn on, turn on. I did that on purpose because anybody knows that when I'm doing auto loads, I don't go so it goes. For those of you who want that kind of a mod, go to the mod hub and get one that just loads up super fast, because that's just not what I do with them. Is I make sure, like if I'm doing pallets, I want one pallet at a time so that I can judge how many I can fit. There's nothing worse than when it goes so fast that it gets all the pallets or logs, everything all wonky. I also put it so that it goes up super high, even though the bunks are really short. And it's pretty cool. It's a really good mod. I have to give credit where credit is due. The mod author did a fantastic job on the looks of it. It is absolutely amazing. And for the most part, it did work. There was a few issues with the scripts. That's all there was. Everything else, as far as that goes, and I added one thing. I changed only one thing on it. It used to have straps on it, and I put chains on it. And that's it. That's all I really did so far, and did what I needed to. But I'll turn this on. Okay. Now, it is going to start off very slow, and it is articulated in the middle. Okay. See? But what I did is I did adjust that so that it's not like a crazy wonky. You can still back up. Very simple. Okay. Now, it does have crab steering, but you know how on my blue one, I changed it where the tires turn in. That's what I'm going to change on this one, too. Get out here. See? I'm going to go right over here, and we're going to load this up. The sounds are pretty cool. Now, the other thing is, too, is in here, because I also set it up to where wherever your camera left off, that's where it's going to start. That may be a farm sim thing. I don't know. It does not have a speedometer in it, needle. I'm going to fix that, and I'm going to put a light in here. And the reason I was looking back here is I was considering putting a window in back here so you can actually see behind you, and putting some mirrors on it so you can see behind you. But other than that, I mean, the mod is great. The mod author did a fantastic job on it. It's absolutely a real piece of equipment. But it is absolutely, the scripts were all wrong on it, but that's not their fault. They just didn't know. So we have to give credit where credit is due. So you can still back this thing up pretty good. All right, so I do believe I have that set up to where I can load it up. Nope. All right, got to switch sides. Okay, so I'm going to turn my F1 menu on. As you can see, I'll go down here with my mod, about 1, 2, 3, 4 down. You can have up to 2 piles on this, and it goes from 6 meters to 22 meters. So you can go all the way up to 22 meters, and what it does is it sits. I made it so it sits up on top of the hood, or what do you call it? The roof, the little bar thingy that goes across the roof of the truck, and then it hangs out quite a bit. So I made these 10.5 meters. We're going to see how this works. Now, as you can see, the other thing I did is every time I turn it on and off, the truck revs the engine on purpose. Now, I did it. See how it does it one? And then watch it up top left-hand corner. Watch. It will shut off automatically after one load. Now, I did do it where if you hit it twice quick, it will load a couple of them in a row. It'll grab 2 or 3 of them. So it does take a while to load piles. This does fit 13 trees at 10.5 meters wide in here. So, see how it'll go? Now it'll start grabbing a couple, 2, 3 at a time. But see how nice and neat it's putting them? Nice and neat in there. No issues with the auto load. I wanted it done like this on purpose, guys. I mean, I could stand here and hit the B button and have it just go and have it done. But that's not what logging is about. Logging is super slow, but look how nice and easy it fits them. See that? And I extended the range of it, so it will pick this tree up. We're going to do that as a test while we're on camera here. The other thing it will do that I have to still fix, there's one issue. You'll see what it is. What will happen is when the logs get full, it'll start, see how it does it? It'll start auto-loading itself. So what you have to do is shut it off, put your chains on. Let me show you. It had straps on it. I added the chains with a come-along on it. See it? Isn't that neat? I do have a few things to fix. Let me get that off. We don't need that on. Well, I guess it's on anyways. I have to come through and fix the chain so it goes underneath it. See how it stops there? It goes in like 3 logs and then it disappears. I'm going to fix that so it goes all the way straight across. But made it so that they loaded with a come-along, which is exactly what they would do in the old days. They'd crank them down with one of them things and leave it right on there. So let me get back in here. Now, so when it starts to load up on itself, what you got to do is stop the auto load, hit the chain, and then it will start to load again. And then after a while, it'll start doing it again, and that's because the script is conflicting with itself. And so see how it does it? Like it'll start loading them up there, and then after a while, you turn it off, unhook your chains, let it drop down, hook them back up, and then it works again. Now what that's doing is the trigger on it is right underneath the tires. I did that so that it would pick up logs that were close. So I usually just let it settle, turn the chains back on, and then it can start loading again. It fits 13 trees at 22 meters, up to 22 meters wide. So it fits a lot of trees. You can cut them, you can come in here and really take care of it. Now that'll get the last one, shut it off, turn the chain, let it settle for a minute, boom. Now let's go up to the store and sell it. It also, the other thing I changed on it was the bunk size was too high, so you couldn't come into a log sell point and sell them. You had to offload it. You had to offload it into the sell point with the auto load. Or no, yeah, with the auto load that I had on it, but I changed the height of it. As you can see, the logs now are barely touching it, but I lowered them down. I got to lower them down a little bit more. The way it loaded up before is it would load up higher, and it just wouldn't recognize on the sell point. Now we can drive this. Also, it has a trailer hitch on the back and can hook another bunk just like this on it. As you can see, I fixed it. It does have the same roll that I like, but it will not tip over. It steers too slow. Whoops. That's my fault for teaching you guys. But now we're gonna make about 30. Let me get that back down to the volume of a little more respectable level, so I'm not screaming. I wanted you guys to hear it. But see how it takes off nice and slow? But it's a work in progress, and I'm working on it, and I will reach out to the original mod author, and if they want it released back to them with it all fixed, I will absolutely do that. If they allow me to, I will release it publicly, but don't ask me for links yet. I have to still reach out to the mod author and ask them permission. That's always been affirmed as a modder myself. That's always respectful that I reach out to the original mod author and ask if they would like me to release it with everything fixed, or would they like me to just use it myself and not send it out to the world. But I do have to give credit to them. That is a mod that they did, and I want to give them credit. So the chains now work, and like I said before, I couldn't do this. Now I can. 35,000. There's one log, and it happens to me a lot. I got to figure out why that does that. But there you go. So 37,000, and we're going to test to see how turn radius this is. Not bad. It's not too bad. It can be better, and I think when the back wheels get turning, it'll turn better. Let's go down our road that we made earlier. But yeah, that John Deere, oh my gosh, that John Deere was just annoying, flat out annoying. I loved it. It was easy. We cut trees quick, but it was just flat out annoying. Flat out annoying. You saw where I leveled that out the last episode. But thank you guys for the wonderful comments, the wonderful, amazing things that you guys are saying about this series. It's great. We got our first tractor. We're actually now just can start buying equipment. First thing we're going to buy is our mower, and then our baler, and our trailed windrower. We're going to do the same thing that we did before. So let me see if I got this correct, if I got the height correct, where I can hit a log with it. And, nope. And spin it. Yep, perfect. All right, so boom. And then I did this so that you can literally take your time and load each log and then let it fall in place and let it go where it needs to. It's just great. But yep, credit where credit is due. They did a wonderful job on aesthetics on the mod, and they have to get credit where credit is due. I just fixed the scripts. I just fixed a few odds and ends and that sort of thing. Now you see how that just falls nice into place. And then every third or fourth time I turn it on, it will load 2 or 3 at a time. So it does take a while, but I like it that way, to be honest with you. And then we let it go like this, and then we we hook the chains. There we go. And then it won't load on itself. And then I unhook the chains, let it fall down into the bunk. See how it just kind of self-adjusts itself? And like I said, I advanced the trigger so that it's way out. Because the reason it's doing that, like I said, is because the trigger is literally right underneath the tires, and what it's doing is it's trying to auto-load that log, that one log that's sitting here. So the chains actually work on it to actually get it. Let's get this up here a little bit. And then boom. They just kind of nice and slowly. I did this I did the same exact thing with the other one. And then we stop it. Let's see if we can get a few more loaded. There we go, and then let that settle. Just kind of settle itself. Boom. Look how far away it reaches. Isn't that crazy how far I made it out? And I did that because it's very hard to steer, like in tight places. It's more of a truck that transports logs. So what you would want to do is use your little there we go. Let it settle, put it on there. You would want to use your little thing and transport them over. Or the winch. That dozer I had a winch on it, but it also, I think, was conflicting with something. I think the dozer, to be honest with you, was conflicting with the red barn pack. Let's see if we can make this corner. Nope. But anybody who's ever seen these in real life, and I have, they don't turn on a dime. But there we go. Now we've just got 26 trees in 2 loads. And it looks nice and it works good. And let's zoom right in here and see how it looks. See if they're moving around at all. And they're not. Look at that. Stable Stable, 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 and I like it how it takes a while to get up to speed, but it's not like it's going to go like 15 miles an hour. Like that Steyr tractor, it only goes 19 miles an hour. Real life, yes, but this truck would go 40 miles an hour easy. And like I said, when we build our farm, up here is going to be our sheds. Down there is going to be our animals. We're going to have the animals at the farm with maybe a shed for bales. But this is going to be more of our, because we have our workshop up here, we're going to put a couple extra sheds. Let's turn that off there like that. Sell this right away like this. Now, that I have to fix. There we go. Wow, $40,000 for that load. There must have been an extra tree in there. That's probably what happened. But now we're at 135. We bought our first tractor. Let's see how much we need for next time. Forage harvesters. There we go. Let's see how much we need for that. Ooh, we can buy it right now. Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll just keep everything the same. We'll put weights on it because I do like that. I like that ability like that. So that's 60,400. And then we're going to come over here to our mowers and grab this one here for 54,000. We'll keep it at 12 miles an hour, just like it's supposed to, because we're not playing super realistic. Get out of here. We'll get over here. We'll hook this up, and we can keep this right up here because this is where we're going to park our sheds and stuff right up here. Because eventually we're going to have mining and everything on this. This is just a nice thing. Isn't it nice to be able to make money to where we can... I really, really like this mod. I did not change anything about this. This mod is absolutely amazing. And it'll fit right in here. This is the same one that was on County Line. This little shed here. Go. Perfect. Awesome. First piece of equipment. And then when we get a chance, the next thing we're going to buy is our baler. We're going to buy, I do believe, the Mark... Actually, you know what? I think I want to do square... Do we want to do square bales? Because I do have the... this thingy right here, this machine right here, the Anderson. And it takes square bales and it... Square. Takes square bales, loads them up, and then pushes them off into stacks that you can maintain. I might do that. The only problem with that is wrapping the silage bales. We're going to need a silage wrapper, or a bunker, or a fermenting silo, one of the two, which we're not going to do. Let's drive home the dirt road that we made. But there we go. We got our first mower. We got our first tractor. We got our first leveler. We've got our log truck now. This is our log truck through the whole series now. We can take and cut a few more trees, but we're not going to be able to load them up. So once we get, the next thing we got to get is about 60,000 for the baler, and we'll start making some silage bales. So we're going to need a baler, we're going to need a silage wrapper, we're going to need a shed up here to park all that stuff in. So it'll be fun. It's going to be fun. And we'll literally stop that right here. And there we go. So now we'll go over here. This is the nice Scorpion King machine. Set up at 10.5 meters. These trees are 32 meters wide, so we get literally 3 pieces out of them. And then what I do is I get it set up here. This is still staying with the Empty Pockets theme, where we have to cut it all down, tilt it so it falls. Just get it going a little bit, and then slam her on the ground, pick her up, and there we go. That's how we do it. But what I always suggest to people is, and I have learned this the hardest way ever, is make sure that the mods that you're using are A, from a reputable site, and B, if you ever, like, that's why I always tell people, when you're doing a game and you're adding and removing mods to your game, add it 1 or 2 at a time. Don't try to add 25 mods to a saved game, because it will corrupt the file. It will mess it up. If you're removing mods, remove 1 at a time. Remove the mod that you don't want in there anymore. Go back in, load the game up. It will ask you, it will say point blank, you're starting this game without this. Do you want to add it? You just hit start and it'll go, and then you save it. And that way you're free to play the game the way you want to. But don't try to ever add or take away more than one at a time, because it will mess it up. I did research it, and I found out what happened on the Oaks map, what corrupted the file. So Briscoe's released a statement about the trees. I started deleting the trees. I made an episode that you guys never saw because I got rid of it, where I was deleting the trees. I deleted about 150 trees from around the farm. He released a statement saying that those trees, if you delete them, will corrupt your file, blah, blah, blah. He's working on it. He'll fix it, and I trust him. But that's what caused it to happen. So we did get to an answer of it. It wasn't a mod conflict. It wasn't anything. It was just, that's what happens. You know what I mean? So you guys liking the format with a little bit shorter of videos? They're not crazy long, and I'm not saying that we're not going to come back to it. We may pop out an hour video every once in a while. That's the advantage to the series. But I'm also, that will be the last time that I sell off camera. I did that on purpose because I wanted to get the equipment situated where we needed to. And I wanted to get, I told you guys at the end of the thing, I may switch that harvester out. So you guys knew it ahead of time. You knew what was going on. Also, we are at 6 hours and 27 minutes. 204 trees cut down already. 6 hours and 27 minutes. What I always tell people is if you can get yourself to 100 hours on a map, that's a pretty decent map. That means that you really enjoy the map. And I always say, you know, I usually put thousands of hours in it. Personal funny. It's funny because I've switched a lot of series playing it for you guys, but for myself, I've probably got, realistically, I'd have to check. I've probably got about 2,000 hours in County Line because it's my second all-time favorite map. I also have about 1,500 hours right now in Riverview. That's my third favorite map. I also have about 1,000, about 1,200 in, what is it called there? My first favorite map. It's on my screen there. I haven't played it in a while, though. Meadow Grove Farm Extended. It was brought, I got version 1, and I don't know if Nathan fixed anything else. Nathan is the mod author. I don't know if he fixed anything else or not, but version 1 had a few issues to it. I do play it occasionally. So my maps off camera, I play the way I want to play, and I just keep playing them. This map is one of those, and that's why it's a series that it's going to last. I don't remember why I ever stopped this, and I know why, because another map probably dropped and I wanted to get to it. But this is a really, really well done. My hat goes off to Poor Boy Modding that did this map. Really plays really super smooth, really plays super awesome. And like I said, I've got right now in this series, I've got over 1,000 mods loaded, and it has no issues. And I've taken out mods and removed them. The other reason, a little disclaimer, that you want to do one mod at a time is you want to find, if you have a problem, if you're on PC, if you're on console, don't worry about it. Don't ignore this because your mods are already safe, taken care of. If you are trying to figure out a mod conflict, you literally have to go through every single mod and you have to check it and make sure, because sometimes the conflicting the scripts, it happens. But I'm going to cut one more tree, then we'll say our goodbyes, and we're done. And I will play to the end of October, and then I will come back with you guys. And it'll be November. We'll sell some logs, and we'll buy our next piece of equipment. That's why I want to kind of sell on camera, so you guys can actually buy the stuff with me, which is kind of cool. There we go. All right, put that up here, and then we'll say our goodbyes. And I don't even know how many we cut down. I think it was 6 or 7, 8. So you could just get talking and you get busy. I usually, when I'm here by myself without you guys, I usually just put some music on and kind of chill out and cut. I go like in increments of 20. So, all right, there's that. Make sure our truck is off. And it is. All right, guys, on that note, please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury drops a video. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And remember, I love you all, and I will catch you right back here on the next one. We will be back for episode number 5 really, really shortly, probably tomorrow, if not the next day. I will go ahead and finish cutting through the day. I'll make sure we get to 100 trees. All the stumps gone, everything gone. As you can see, I got rid of the stump grinder because we're just going to remove it with the additional game settings. End of discussion. And then we'll get all that in the next month. We'll start mowing and we'll start silage baling. So we got to buy a baler. We got to buy a windrower, trailed windrower with that. So we may do that. Yeah, or we might do... No, I'm not going to do loading wagon. It makes it too easy. I'm going to do the trailed windrower, though, I think. Maybe. We'll see. I know Mark Thor's baler is pretty wide. But on that note, guys, I'm going to get you out of here. We're about 30 seconds over. And, yeah, so we're started our farm. We got our house. We got our piece of equipment on our third at least piece of equipment. We got the mower, the truck loader, the thing there, or the harvester, and our tractor with a leveler on it. Now we can just buy equipment to add on to it. All right, guys, I'm out, and I will see you guys on the next one.